This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Cannonier Studios of Arizona, Nate Diaz power slaps Conor McGregor, judging controversy, thus Mike Jackson drama. We got a bunch of MMA news, UFC Vegas 66 recap live with the
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the stream. It is Monday night. How you doing, Ariel? What's going on, friends? Hopefully everyone is wonderful in the chat. We're here, we're live, we're partying. We got a lot of stuff to get to. The UFC has a break, month off, but don't worry, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here tonight. We're going to recap the UFC Vegas event. We're going to talk about Nate Diaz slapping us. He got Conor good. Conor kind of rolled over and says, okay, you got me. Mercy. Rub my belly. So we'll talk about that. Talk about Mike Jackson suing Jake Shields. Jake Shields avoiding our text messages, so I won't text him anymore. What else? What else we got? We got Mike Goldberg coming on Wednesday night. Let's go, champs. Let's go. We got Patty Mills, my new BFF, in the chat. Go say hello to Patty Mills in the chat. Let's go. Friends forever. I dropped a poll right before we went live, so go over to the community section and vote. I'll show you guys in a second here. Let me pull this up really quick. I really want to know your honest answer. I mean, there's going to be some recency bias because Jon Anik is the guy right now. Some people started watching when Jon Anik was calling fights. So I feel like he's going to have a little edge in the voting, but I do want your honest opinion. I don't want any fluffing. You know, give me your honest opinion because I'm going to talk about it Wednesday. I think it'd be a fascinating topic to get into with Goldie. But I've dropped this on the community section. Check this out. And, okay. Hold on a second here. Let me pull this up. There we go. All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I put a poll up. Okay, so far we got $133 votes in this thing. Vote away over here. If you could put recency bias aside, who was / is the better voice of the Octagon? Here we go. Mike Goldberg or one more sleep, Jon Anik. Let me know. I want to know your honest votes over on our community section because I'm actually genuinely curious. I really am. I think this will tell the difference between how many new fans and old fans there are. And maybe people just don't like Goldberg. Maybe people don't like Anik. We'll know. If you do have a firm opinion, though, please drop it in the comment section over here. I was just peeking right before you are the voice of the Octagon. You know, fun fact, I was going to put myself and Jesse. And then that would, like, everyone would just start voting for Jesse, and then like the vote, the poll would be all over the fucking place. So I kept it Goldberg and Anik, but we all know the MMA holes. Listen, love Goldie, love Anik, but we're the GOAT over here, right? That's right. Yeah, let's go. Get your votes in. Get your votes in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But yes, we'll be tracking. All right, so I'm tracking these votes. I'll keep an eye on it. As the stream progresses. If it wasn't for Mike Goldberg, another reason why we're doing this, when Mike Goldberg left, it was right when we started our channel. It was weird. It was a change in announcers, and it wasn't like why we started our channel, but I have a feeling a lot of people moved over to YouTube, not only to get the fights, to find the fights for free, but I think they were getting sick of what's going on. They missed Goldberg, you know, like, here we go. Like, he had the voice, and then when they were transitioning, Anik didn't know if he was even going to have a job. It was actually, I don't know if you guys remember that, but John Anik was kind of like, I don't know if they're going to hire me. Like, I got a couple of gigs here and there. Are they going to let me go? Like, he thought he was on the chopping block, and look what happened. He made the best of it, and now he's the voice. But it was like this merry-go-round of different people. They're still trying new fighters as color commentators. There's 400 people on the desk. And I think people are like, this is not the UFC anymore, so they might have wanted to hear other people call fights. And here we are. Let's go. Let's go. Saving the day, swooping in. If Goldberg would have stayed there may never be an MMA-Holes. So thank you, Mike Goldberg. I gave up watching the MMA Hour because, hold on, to become a full-time viewer of the MMA-Holes. Let's go!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you. Thought a light turned off. Thank you very much for that. I mean, a lot of people do that. They gave up. I had a weird dream with Ariel in it last night. It was bizarre. I don't know why. It wasn't a wet dream. We weren't banging or anything. But I had, like, Ariel was in my dream, and it was like, it was intense. I don't know why I was dreaming about Ariel. But maybe because he's always in my window staring at me as I'm doing the show. Maybe that's what it is. But he's doing his thing. I gave up watching MMA Joey to watch the MMA-Holes. What the?
Who the fuck is that guy?
You got to send me a link. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So we'll start off the show with the topic that everyone wants to talk about, right? Slap fights, power slap. Everyone is so pumped up about power slaps. Not really. I mean, some people are. But yeah, this thing is happening. It's right around the corner in January. It's going down. We'll react. It's on a Wednesday night, so our Wednesday show, I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe I'll put guests on Monday. I'll figure it out. But I'll give the slap fight thing a go, see what's up, see what it's about. And Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor went back and forth on the twits. And Conor, you know, he just, we'll just dive into it. Conor says the gibberish. It intrigues me, this slap fighting thing, and how about me and Nate get in there and la 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 la, like that weird pirate talk that he does. Shiver me timbers, let's have a good scrap. I don't know. That's terrible.
Wonderful,
how you doing, Sonosi? What's going on?
Anik Moore is professional / knowledgeable. He fits Endeavour / ESPN era but isn't unique. Hell closest is Mike Bisping, not the voice, and 100% not DC bias Fook. However, Mike Goldberg had the energy, humor, and normie kinda dude commentating on it.
I feel like I kind of wish we did the whole show on this. I mean, maybe we'll dive into it more when we run out of stories. But I feel like we can do a whole show on the commentary team, what happened with Mike Goldberg, who is better. We could debate about it in the chat. I would love doing it considering Goldie's coming on Wednesday. But I'm not biased because Goldie's coming on. And you'll see in the interview, like, I'll ask him the hard-hitting questions. But I loved Goldberg, like, legit. When this all came about and we had, like, this little connection through the text messaging, and thanks to Big Mo set us up together, I was, like pumped because Goldberg was, to me, the guy. Like when I would watch the UFC, I didn't have any YouTube channels or any of that other stuff. I would watch the UFC. We would pay for events or steal. And we would just get chills when Goldberg would do the tail of the tape and the here we go. And it's all over. Like there were just signature things that he did. And yes, he had the catchphrases that worked. He injected personality into the commentary. It was only him and Rogan. So even if they were yapping over each other, it wasn't too much. Whereas John Anik is a very, like he showed before fights, he has all of these notes, and he's very by the book. He's very, he's like a machine, really. Even the way he delivers it. All right, here we go, and here, like it's just like the same monotone delivery. There's no fluctuation in voice. like back to the robot. Like it's the same thing. And he can't really do much because he's got two other guys next to him. And they just so happen to be, well, one happens to be a former UFC fighter, sometimes two. And then you got Joe Rogan, who has become a mega star. You know, Goldie and Rogan, they went back and forth. Like, it was a good chemistry, this and that. I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot of ranting over each other. So I feel like John Anik doesn't have a fair go because he's got two other guys yapping over him. So he has to be, he does a good job at what he's supposed to do. Just basically give you the filler, give you the read of the commercial. You know, there's not really much play-by-play. Anytime John says something, someone's yapping over him. So it's not John's fault. It's not like John Anik is terrible. He's good at what he does, which is not much. I'm going to be totally honest. Like, if you think about what Goldie did compared to Anik, it was a bigger role for Goldberg. And whereas John Anik is just kind of like, okay, he's just there, you know? But with that being said, it depends what you want to hear, what you're looking for. And I miss Goldie. I really do. But, you know, we'll watch that poll. We'll see how that goes. He is bland. There's no doubt about it. But I think that's just his delivery. And it works for what he's doing. Because if John Anik was bigger than life and you got DC and Rogan next to you, it might get really ridiculous. You need one guy to be bland. Because Rogan is over the top. DC's slapping and over the top as well. I think if you had three guys over the top, it'd be a little nuts. I prefer Goldie. I like two people. I would rather see Anik with one other guy, Rogan or another fighter. That's what I would like to see. But three guys at the desk is, I don't know. But keep them there because it keeps people watching us. Just saying. Oh, shit. Whoa, D-Rest coming in with the 30 spot. Yes. Come on. D-Rest dropping. 3-0.
Proper Irish whiskey. Yes. Proper 12.
He might be the king of Monday nights. He might be.
I'm going to kill everyone and Michael is still the one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I would advise you not to kill everyone. D-Rest. We thought he took out the Hearns. Thank you, D-Rest, for the $30 donation. Wow. Shout out to D-Rest. Drop his name in the chat before he kills you. The king of the Monday show, D-Rest. You got Sonosi, the king of the Friday show. D-Rest, the king of the Monday show. Hearns, the king of all of our shows because he's been crazy generous to us. So thank you guys for the donations. Appreciate it. We were going to do a morning show today, but I wasn't feeling it. Plus, I wanted to do the gym. Haven't done the gym in a while. I was fasting. So you got a night show tonight. All right, so let's get into this power slap thing and just run through this really quick because it's silly. But I do like what Nate did. Nate basically threw it at Conor after Conor was yapping away. And Nate basically got the last laugh. Nate always is going to get the last laugh because if you think about it, you could arguably say that he definitely won one for sure. He choked him out. The second one was close. Could have went either way. But it wasn't like a dominating performance by Conor. It was such a... I tell you what, Nate Conor 2 is such a good fight. Like, it's such a rewatchable, fun, up and down roller coaster ride of a fight. I hope we do get to see a third. And the way they're talking, it seems like they want this third fight. With Nate out of the UFC, Conor still under contract. Is the UFC going to do a one-off? Are they going to make these guys power slap? I hope that's not the case. But you would have to think that if Dana White wanted views on power slap, you put Nate and you put Conor in there. I mean, that seems like a freaking no-brainer. But anyway, let's look at this exchange by both of these guys. And I want to know your opinion. It's silly, back and forth between Conor and Nate, but power slapping is silly. And I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Let's see. Are you interested in the power slap? I don't know what else to call it besides the power slap. All right, so are you interested in the power slap? Let's drop this in the chat over here. Okay, putting that in the chat. Vote away over there. Vote on the community section about Goldie and Anik as well. Would love to know your opinions on that. Okay, So let's roll right over here. And hold on one second. My phone's going crazy on me here. Okay. There we go. Oh, by the way, let me say this before we get into this. Goat milk. We are on the lookout for a gentleman, I'm pretty sure it's a guy, named Prozac. Prozac is our goat milk winner. So Prozac, if you could do us a favor, reach out, the MMA-Holes info at gmail.com. The MMA-Holes info at gmail.com. Or you could find us on Discord as well. Just reach out to us and let me know what your information is, because we want to put together this customized belt. You got a week. I mean, I can't have the company wait around forever. So you got a week to get to us. Please, Prozac, we got to set your belt out. We got 2 belts that we sent out previous years. We do not want you to vacate your strap, because I got to be honest with you. Second place is blue light. I'll put it right around my dad's waist. So Prozac, you got a week. Reach out to us. I would love to see you get that strap. The MMA-Holes info at gmail.com. If you see Prozac in the chat, let me know. And if there's a fake, a phony, a fraud, it's okay, because we have you guys reach out through Tapology, so you can't really do that. But yes, Prozac. I know a lot of people are throwing their names in the hat. I am him. Give me the belt if he doesn't show up. It's a nice belt. I redesigned both belts. Well, the Fuko Friday belt is, I would love to show you, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. The Fuko Friday belt's pretty badass, and the new goat milk belt is pretty awesome. So, all right. We shall see. We shall see if they collect. Okay. Power slap. All right. We're going to start off with this tweet over here. Everyone is Prozac. Hold on. Will there be live betting power slap, or is it pre-recorded? So the series is pre-recorded, but I'm assuming the ultimate goal, because I think it's, what is it, on TNT or TBS? One of the T's. Or yeah, I think it's like TBS or something. So that's pre-recorded, like the Ultimate Fighter. I would imagine there's going to be a live finale. Everything leads to a pay-per-view with Dana White. So I couldn't see why there wouldn't be a live finale for the power slap thing. And listen, if people are watching it, if it's a little bit entertaining, of course we're going to cover that. If it's cringe, we're covering that, okay? But I don't know how long I could last, you know? I don't know how long I could last with it, so we'll see. I'll give it a go. The Power Slap Championships is growing on me. Who doesn't like watching good quality clatters? I don't know what the why is he laughing? It's got to be Coke. Got to be. I mean, I don't understand where's the funny part of that thing, but he just bursts out laughing. So that's the first thing he says. Then he follows it up with this. Is it a flip of a coin? Who gets to go first? How long do they have to recover before they get to throw their counter? Or is it over if they are KO'd? Fascinating. I'm attending one of those 100%. Is this Dana's? What the fuck is this madness, Dana? I'm in. I don't know why I was crying there.
Wonderful.
A lot of laughing, a lot of cocaine. You know, he's doing it. But he's interested. He's intrigued in the power slap. And I want to know if you're intrigued, if Conor's in, are you in? Does this make you excited about this? Here's another one. Here we go. Oh, my God. What is up with this dude, man? I love Conor. I do. I'm always going to be team Conor. But my goodness, there's some times where I'm just like, what is going on? Me versus Nate. On it for the title. Maybe that's a title you'd have a better chance of coming close to winning, Nate. You little slapper.
Wonderful.
Is Conor McGregor going to be the next Joker or something? What is with all the ha-ha-ha-ha-has? Drunk? Nose candy? He would play a good Joker. I mean, he's in movies now. I would like seeing him as a roided up Joker. So that's what Conor was saying. He's the one that drags Nate into this, okay? So, all right. Here we go. You put Nate in it. Of course, Nate's going to respond. And what do you think Nate's going to respond with? The thing, most people. He goes, I already beat you at that game too, right? I already beat you at that game too. Let's show this. Oh my God, what the fuck is that noise? Was that an elephant? Here he comes. And boom! Okay, there's a little slapperooski from Nate. Boom! 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 Oh, boom! Oh! Amazing stuff over there. The Stockton slap hitting Conor. He also follows up with this. If submissions weren't allowed, I knocked you out way faster than Floyd did. Let's view. Okay, here. Oh! Oh! I mean, Conor was getting lit up like a Christmas tree over there. And then he follows up with this. But it was real, so I choked you better and faster than Kebab did.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Just roasting. Just roasting Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor walking into it head first into the Nate. I mean, Nate Diaz can gloat all he wants. I know technically they're split, but Conor did finish. I mean, Nate did finish Conor in the first fight, and the second one was very close. I've said to the community many times, listen, I'm a big Conor guy. I got Conor in the background in the deserts, just loosening up the arms. He'll be back in a sec. But when I watched the fight originally, the second fight, I thought Nate won. In a rewatch, I thought Conor actually won that fight. But regardless of the fact, it was close, it was fun, it was exciting. And I really want to see a third. No matter what, they could be in walkers. I'd still watch it. So Nate responds, boom, roasted. So if you go to Conor's Twitter, and I was actually very surprised by the response. So let's back that ass up over here. Come on, PC Strickland. What do we? He wants Nick Diaz versus Darren Till. Oh my God! You know, in a weird way, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Although you would have to think that Nick Diaz would just get annihilated. I mean, listen. It's over for Till. But I still would put my money on Darren. Let's see. Where was that tweet I was looking for here? Here's Conor. Okay, we're going to go tweets and replies. It's like finding Conor's tweets is... It's one of the hardest things to do. But let's see if I can get it in here. Oh, where is it? So basically, where the fuck is the tweet? I just saw it before we went live, and now I can't see. Power Slap Champion, me versus Nate. Shit, I can't find it now. It was like fair play or something like that. I can't remember what the fuck where the tweet was. Oh, here we go. Respect. That's what it was. So Conor's response to Nate after the choke out tweet was respect. So Conor's usually never a loss for words. Usually never gives the other person the the pat on the back, the credit. But how about this? Conor actually responding to Nate after the choke out thing, the boom roasted, and he says respect. And I got to be honest with you, I love it. I love the banter between these two. I was saying before the second fight, like the whole nonsense of the bottle throwing thing. These guys are, they're business. These guys don't hate each other. These guys respect each other. And they know big money would happen if you throw a third fight together with them. Now, the question to the chat is, are you interested in a trilogy fight with Conor and Nate? Are you interested in it in boxing, in the octagon, slap fighting, circle jerking? Like, let me know. I'm curious, like, what are your thoughts? Or are you like, I'm done with Conor, man. He's all roided up. He's making movies. He's on yachts doing his thing. Screw him. Nate left the UFC. I don't want to see that. That ship has sailed. Let me know what you think, because I'm actually curious. I would love to see him fight one more time in the octagon. I would love to see that. A one-off.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here comes Kaidodo.
If I'm Dana White, I'm scouting all the Democratic cities with a focus on all the young men living in the projects. Right now the future champ is slapping the hell out of someone who can't fight back, possibly pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, this slap fighting thing, yeah, you don't need athletes. You just need people that hit hard. Like, I don't know. People with limited brain cells between the ears just swinging. I mean, the slap fighting thing could possibly be the dumbest thing of all time. I'm sure people were saying that with the UFC when they started. You know, guys fighting in a cage, that's crazy. I'm sorry. The slap fighting thing, it's going to take a lot for me to sell me on that. It just seems dopey. I used to watch arm wrestling. I was into that. I was like, okay, this is fucking cool. There's a technique and, you know, people get edges in certain situations. I guess with slap fighting, it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be a mouthpiece in. There's going to be a certain way you have to hit that face. I don't know what the hell it is, but I just think it's so dumb. I think it's so dumb. Some people are into it. Some people are interested. I just, it seems mind-numbingly stupid. Uh-oh! The last time John was on the show. Whoa! 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. John Jones, crash the show. 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 Thank you to the Monday Night Man. Oh, B-Man. How you doing, B-Man? See, I thought it was D-Rest.
WW Monday.
Let's go, B-Man. Buzzing in with the John Jones crashing the show. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much, B-Man, you sexy bastard, you. This is Christmas week, not fight week, Christmas week. And we have one gift over here. Thank you, Ely. I love you. Thank you very much. We're going to be opening up that on our Christmas stream. If you do want to send us anything, we got an address down below. Send it to that address in the link tree over there. Send us whatever. We'll open it up on air. But Ely's gift is definitely getting opened up. And hopefully it's panties. Hopefully it's her panties so I can sniff them. Yeah, thank you very much, Ely, for that. Okay, what else we got over here?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here's D-Rest. How you doing, bud?
Fuck Prozac, Pop's got the belt.
I mean, if Prozac does not respond, I'm just going to have to send it to Pops. I'm going to have to, but I'd rather, send it to the actual winner. That would be a bummer. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, Prozac, you need to claim your belt. Contact us, the MMA-Holes info@gmail.com. Now, our new Goat Milk Pick'em League that we're going to be eventually putting together, there will be a way easier way to contact you guys, and we don't have to chase you around. We just basically message you, and ba-bing, ba-boom, we're good to go. So there's going to be a new Pick'em League coming, hopefully, middle next year. Hopefully. Yes. Hopefully.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, here my question. Best MMA fighter, color commentator, and worst one? Best is Bisping for me, DC worst for Bias and Loud. I honestly do not see why we have 3. It's too chaotic and doesn't flow. Perhaps you and Jess W/ a third person breaks that.
Yeah, like, I'd rather Snoop and Uriah when they did the Snoopcast. I'd rather that. Listen, I don't hate Bisping. I don't love him. He's good sometimes and terrible others. Like, there's a massive up and down with Bisping, and he also has one eye. Like, I mean, I guess he was able to fight with that eye, but he does have one eye. He is not going to really see everything. There are going to be things he fucking misses. So I don't know. I mean, credit to Bisping. Somehow he conned himself into being a champion. It's amazing. He passed the doctors, got there, got the belt. Now he's somehow a fucking color commentator with one eye. It's amazing what this guy has done. But no, I don't think he is the best. Out of the 3, it's like they all have their pluses and they all have their drastic minuses. I could tolerate the most. I mean, you got to throw Paul Felder, but then he doesn't have much. He's not very charismatic. I think full package might have to go Paul Felder. I did hear, what's her face? Laura Sanko was trying to make a push to get on the desk. I hope, you know, a lot of people may think that I'm anti-woman. It's not the case. I hope Laura Sanko comes into 2023 and smokes these fools and takes the spot. I would love to see Anik and Sanko. That's it. That's all you need. Like, I would like to see a two-person team again. Like, I don't know. I feel like Sanko is very good from what I've seen. I haven't seen her on a pay-per-view, any of that stuff. But I feel like she's, you know, she's eye candy, plus she's smart. She understands the game. She's a little bit of everything. And I don't know, like DC, to me, is the most tolerable, which is not saying much because I have a lot of problems with DC. But I think out of Bisping, Cruz, and DC, if you're just talking about those three guys, I think I'd rather DC over the bunch, and that's not saying much because, like I said, I've criticized him a lot for either being biased or not knowing something. It's just like, I don't know, maybe being too over the top. Who knows? Dominic Cruz is very robotic. So if you have Anik and Cruz, I mean, you're talking robot on robot situation. There's no personality at all. I think Paul Felder might be the best, but Sanko could rise to the top. But let me know in the chat. It's a good question. Like, who do you like the best? Let's see what we got here. We got something else coming in. Thank you guys for the donations.
Wonderful, wonderful.
She cheated on her. Yeah.
I'd rather sit through a strongman competition over slap fighting.
You know, yeah, I'm probably with you. I shit on strongman competitions, but I would 100% rather sit through that than slap fighting. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Logan Paul did it, which is strange. Logan Paul did the slap fighting thing, and it seemed like Dana kind of pushed it away, and then now all of a sudden Dana's doing it. So apparently Logan Paul must have got some traction with it. Dana's not stupid. He's a businessman. So if something, even if it's dumb, if it's something that people are going to watch, he's going to jump in on, you know? And it's mindless. Like, I think that's the beauty of slap fighting. Everyone has a hand and everyone has a face. Everyone probably has been slapped at one point in their life. There's no jiu-jitsu. There's no fucking kickboxing. There's no any of these techniques, judo or wrestling, whatever the hell it is. There's just a hand and a face. And I think that's what Dana White sees. Videos that can go viral. Anyone can do it. It's a casual dream. It really is. Like, you just stand there and fucking get slapped. No defense. Yeah, like, I feel like there should be something where you could, like, they could, I don't know. Just like sitting duck, slapped in the face. Like, what? Are they going to stand or are they going to fall down? Like a way. I'm curious to see how they wrap this thing up. I think they're going to try to get you invested on the personality. Like, so this tough house situation that they're doing, I think they're going to try to get you invested on each person. And you're going to start rooting for a specific person to win some money, I guess. There'll probably be hardships with their stories. I don't know. Would anyone do it in the chat? Like, if you're getting $1 million at the end, I don't know what they're getting paid. Imagine they're getting paid more than the fighters. I mean, Dana White getting that TBS money or whatever the hell it is, and they're getting paid more than the fighters. That'd be insane. I don't know. There's some intrigue, but it is silly. Let me know if you do slap fighting in the chat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
Let me be the first to say how glad I am that D-Rest isn't dead. Buddy, I'm glad you didn't fall into a ditch and die. I'm glad your corpse isn't being slowly consumed by sand crabs because that would be sad. I'm glad you didn't get torn to shreds by dogs.
Me too. Ditto. Thank you. I think we all agree, right? And speaking of D-Rest, he drops the mighty Mikey. Michael Anzalone. Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out trolls, welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Lost and grown, making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room's stoned. Hold up,
Save the show for the tales will be told about Michelangelo.
Let's go, D-Rest.
Moss owns the belt.
I might just take the belt myself if Prozac doesn't come in. Thank you. D-Rest, the king of the Monday night shows, comes in with the 1975. Look at my buddy over here, Mikey. Rest in peace, Mikey. Rest in peace. I love this. Love this. People that used to know Mike or don't know Mike, paying respect. Let me just say this really quick. We're going to keep the memory alive. Look at that little face over there. We're going to keep the memory alive as long as this channel is going strong. As long as we're going, we're going to keep that memory alive because this guy, he really impacted the community, the channel, myself and Jesse when we started. Just a pure soul, great human being. And it's weird because it's a complete stranger that was in Massachusetts. We had no idea who he was. And he made a massive impact so quick on us. And then unfortunately passed away too young. Anyway, we still keep in touch with his mother and his brother. Just became Facebook friends with his brother. So shout out to the Anzi family. And it's really cool, man. The legacy lives on. And I really appreciate you guys playing into it because I know a lot of people don't know of Michelangelo. So the fact that you guys still, respect the OGs is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you. Sanko is so attractive, but not Instagram model hot. It disturbs me. So Sanko's not young. She's how old is Laura Sanko? Like she's no spring chicken here. So she's got some work done clearly. But considering, how old is she? Laura Sanko age. They're saying she's 40? No, is she really? Is she 40? Yeah, they're saying she's 40 years old. I mean, for 40? That's not bad. That's not. You see at the MMA Awards? Laura Sanko. That's not bad at all. No, I didn't time out Two Joints. Two Joints is asking if he's timed out. No. He is not. But yeah, here's Sanko on the red carpet. This is 2021. Is this her husband? Hold on. I think this is this year. But, I mean, look at her. Yeah, I think the gold dress was this year. Jesus. Well, that's not a very flattering picture, to be honest. Not the best. But, I mean, yeah, listen. 40 years old. Not bad. Not too shabby. I think that was last year. Laura Sanko, she's not ugly. There's no doubt about that. She's not ugly. But for 40, I mean, that's like... That's holding yourself together, That's really holding yourself together. And she's got a brain, man. She can give a good big ass forehead. Oh man. Yeah, that was weird seeing the picture of her hubby because every time I see a Laura Sanko thing, all I think about is sauerkraut. And then I see in the comment section people like I don't get myself to drop it in a comment and say, oh, James Krause joke. Like, I can't do that. I'm not that much of a fucking dick. But it does jump in my head. And I see other people doing it. I'm like, man, she can't let this thing go. Like, I mean, she can't slip this, the James Krause thing. We don't know if it's true or not. Probably is true. But she might as well just come out and talk about it, right? She's got a huge brain. Look at that forehead. Yeah, it's all brain. It's an extra boob in case the other one pops. It's like a spare boob in her head.
The problem with Sanko is that the UFC will sign her to a fat multi-year contract and then all of a sudden she's calling a Bellator fight the next weekend. She ain't loyal. Unlike D-Rest, who I'm glad is alive and not dead and who is loyal.
So you're saying once Sanko gets the big deal, She's going to cheat on the UFC with Bellator? Is that what you're saying over there?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let me know if you agree in the chat. I don't think she would do that, would she?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm glad Dress didn't death Hearns. He would need a dono. Also, Sanko would be a unique asset as a commentator.
I think so. So think about it. It's a no-brainer. You get a female voice in there. That's the thing now. You get the female involved. They're in the movies, this and that. Like there's a female presence is very 2022 going into 2023, right? It's the year of the woman, empowering women. Like you look at the new Avengers, half of the Avengers are women now. So women, it's girl power now. So I mean, the UFC would be very smart going in that direction, you know. And if Sanko does get a steady spot on pay-per-views, that's massive. That is pioneer status. It would be like a lot of people would look at Laura Sanko and say, "Hey, man, look, she did something that no one ever did with the UFC." So that would be a pretty big deal. And here's the thing, like all the jokes aside, I really truly think she would be probably the best color commentator option right now. I really do. She's prepared. She's well spoken. She's easy to look at. There's nothing annoying about her. There really isn't. So it's very rare you get a woman that's not annoying on the mic. You know what I'm saying? There's Jessie and Laura Sanko. That's it. That's all. I mean, there's only two. It's only two.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got Sanosi.
Pride FC. Bas Rutten best commentator.
He is good.
Also slap fighting. If you had a team of 5, who would you choose as your roster and why is one automatically Darren Elkins the damaged as your meat shield?
Darren Elkins, have you seen him lately? There's a story. Maybe I'll pull that up. He is messed up. Thank you for this Sanosi donation. Yeah, Bas Rutten's been doing it forever. He was on Access TV for a while. He had that MMA show that was actually really good. I can't remember. It's like MMA. I can't remember what the hell it was, but I used to watch it all the time on Access TV. Bas Rutten and the other dude. I don't remember. It was like just a personality. But Bass is good. He's a little goofy. He's a little over the top, which might turn people off. GSP is all over the place on color commentary. I think the problem with GSP is, listen, he's the GOAT, so that's cool. But he's very monotone, and the accent might be a little too much. I don't know. It's charming in the beginning, but I don't know if a full pay-per-view card you could listen to that accent. I don't know. He's very robotic. So now if you put GSP and John Anik next to each other on a desk, it just would be too much robot stuff going on. You need Anik, and you need some sort of personality. Some sort. Oh my God, what did former UFC fighter Megan Anderson say about Laura Sanko? Like, look, this is so weird, man. It's so weird. They were attached at the hip. Like, Sanko and Megan Anderson were... like, they were doing a podcast together. They were putting up YouTube videos together. Like, they were buddy-buddy. Her coach was James Krause, and then she went fucking psychotic and just threw everyone on the bus. I would imagine that Anderson was just so fucking pissed that she couldn't bang her coach. And she just kept it inside. You know, she kept it inside her head. And then when the right moment was going to arrive, she was just going to go, fa-poom. You think Megan's hot? I don't. A lot of people do. Listen, I don't think she's ugly. I don't think she's hot. She's just not my cup of tea. Last time someone said that, they got canceled. So, I'm not going to go in on Megan's looks, but just not my cup of tea. And I'm sure I'm not hers because I'm not like 7 feet tall like her. But the problem with Megan Anderson is like it's like she's always complaining about something on the internet. And then, like, how do you throw a former good friend under the bus like that? Your coach under the bus. Like, it's just weird, man. Did she ever apologize for that shit? Or she just deleted the tweet and pretended it didn't happen? So crazy, man. So crazy. Some people are just completely unstable. But I would love to, like, Laura Sanko. We need to do a Laura Sanko interview. Like a really deep dive into Laura Sanko. She would never do it because she's like on the verge of being like that other voice for the UFC. But Teabagger. But I would love to interview her. I really would. I think it would be very interesting. Sanko bangs anyone who shows a sliver of interest. What the fuck? Great lady. I don't know if that's true. Man. I can't remember which fighter said she had a drinking problem while training at Glory MMA, but maybe she was drinking when she tweeted about Sanko. It was a Spanish kid. The hell's his name? Someone throw his name out there. Small guy, solid prospect. I can't remember his name. It's just slipped my mind. I know we reached out to this guy to come on the show, and I can't remember his name. But yeah, maybe she was sauced up. I don't know. I'm surprised it wasn't like a public apology or anything like that. Especially because Megan Anderson is, or Megan Anderson is working with the ESPN as well. Who's the girl that does the backstage interviews after the fights? The new girl, or are you talking about Megan O'Leary? Oh, there we go. Megan O'Leary looks like she's cool, but Sanko seems like she would sleep around to gain things. Now, why do you say that? Because she's got big fake breasts? Sanko has... Remember when she was in Invicta and she was running around doing color comments like the cage interviews and stuff like that? And like she was just running around. She was floating around trying to get there. And now she's in. Do you think she banged her way to the top? I mean, I don't know. I mean, according to Megan Anderson, yeah. I don't know. I don't get that vibe, but I've been wrong before about things like this. How about you get some MMA Hall of Famers first? I mean, Jesus. Have you seen the guests we've had on our show? Do you know who? There's a future Hall of Famer coming on Wednesday night. How dare you be such a casual to the MMA Holes? I mean, just look at our playlist. A jaw-dropping guess. Remember when that female fighter kissed her? Yes, I do. That was an Invicta. At least Sanko got in the cage and actually knows a little bit about what she's talking about. 100%. Yeah. I can't listen. When it comes to the talent of her, 100%. Sanko is a very talented young lady. There's no doubt about it. And she deserves that spot. I guarantee she'd be way better than the boys. All right, let's move on from that. It seems like you guys like talking about that. Let me look at this poll over here real quick. Okay, so we got $132 at the votes. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why Two Joints says he can't fucking chat. Like, what is that about? Yeah, I don't know why Two Joints can't chat, but Two Joints, you should be able to. Are you interested in the power slap? 48% saying yes, and 53% saying no. So almost 50-50. There's a lot of people that are actually into this. Wow. Okay. All right, so we'll do a reaction. Forehead looks like she fought Wei Lee. Oh my God. What did Megan Anderson say about Sanko? She said that Laura Sanko banged Kraus back in the day. Basically alluding that she cheated on her husband. Power slap is zero defense, just retards and concussions. Yeah. So all right, let's keep this power slap going over here. So we spoke about the Nate Conor situation. Hold on a second here. Okay, power slap. All right. So arrives early 2023. Here is some of the pictures from it. I mean, it just looks so dumb. It looks so, I mean, I think they're going to lean into it being stupid. Here's the picture we have on our thumbnail. Like, I guess they'll lean into the stupidity of it. I don't think they're going to take it that serious. You can't. I think they're going to have fun with it, but then it is weird because they do have like power slap jerseys on, so I guess there's teams. I mean, I don't understand how you could have this without having a guy like Nate Diaz involved in some sort of way. There is, that video where Nate slapped Dana White that was all over the place for a long time. Like, I feel like this is like tailor-made for a guy like Nate Diaz to be involved. But yeah, so it's in January. I think it's the 17th. Hold on. Let's see. Zoom in on this puppy over here. What is Power Slap League? UFC's Dana White brings slap fighting to Nevada. Here, let's check this out. Wow, that's loud. Okay. Let's check this out over here. Power Slap. So it looks like there's like a booth that comes up. Okay. Hold on, let me come in here. That's a, don't mind me. Hold on a second. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, okay. Hold on. Behind the thing. Pink. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's watch this thing here. So you got a little circular thing. I need a... Okay. So you got, they bring bellies to the situation. You got this little circular thing. So I guess you're not holding on to anything. The person that's getting slapped has the hands behind the back. You put powder on your hands, I guess, so it leads. I mean, what's the, I guess for for grip, so you're not slipping off the face too much. And I wonder what the rule is. That Herzog in the background? Oh, that's Jason Herzog. What the fuck is, like, this is like the easiest payday for a ref. Yeah, it's Herzog. So that's Herzog back there. And it just like goes, like it fades out. Like it's like, oh, he's gonna slap. What could happen? What could possibly happen? Oh, we got ladies too. Probably a lot of big breasts, I would imagine. Here we go. Coming in. It goes to black because, God forbid, they give it away. They don't want to give away all the goods, you know? Oh, mother of God. A lot of flashing to black. It would be funny if James Krause popped up on here. Boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got it. So, all right. So the powder's for a look. Jeff Molina. Thank you, Alex. That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy that ripped apart Megan Anderson. Shout out to Alex E. The powder's just for look. I don't think... I have a feeling it's not for grip or anything like that. It's for aesthetics, because when you slow-mo it and you see the powder all over the freaking place.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's probably what it is.
I think Power Slap points at one thing: interest in MMA may be peaking. People are so hungry for brutal knockouts. Slap fights deliver exactly that. It gets right to the point. People love watching other people's souls leave their bodies. Rick James.
Yeah, so thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. So basically what it is like I was saying before, there's no learning curve. There's nothing you have to learn about. Like, everyone has a face, everyone has a hand, everyone has probably been slapped. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't name one person that wasn't slapped. I mean, I was slapped many of times. Many of times. I was slapped by men and women. So everyone's been there, done that, you know? You add powder to it, the slow-mo happens, and it gets all crazy and mystical. Like, look at this picture of Conor getting slapped by Nate. There's powder all over the back over there. So they did it for the look. It's for the aesthetic. You versus the wife? Yeah, what was the last time you got slapped? Let me know. When was the last time I got slapped? I've been slapped in bars many times. In bars. Bars is probably the most I've been slapped. Why not attach bricks to our hands and see whose chin folds quickest? I mean, we're all going to, a lot of people are probably going to be like, this is silly, this is stupid, I'm not going to watch this. But I think there's some sort of intrigue. What are they going to do with this? I've been slapped on air by Jess. Like, we've had like donation things, Food Court Friday, where I got cracked by Jess on air. Actually, no, with a pillow though. And that fucking hurt. By the way, if you're just standing there and someone two hands a pillow, like a hard ass, like, couch pillow to the face. I'm not talking about fluffy bed pillow. I'm talking about like a hard ass, like if you go to the MMA-Holes.com, you get one of those MMA hole pillows and you wail it against someone's head, it hurts, man. So if that hurts, I would imagine being slapped as hard as you can with a guy, you know, with a lot of muscles and shit like that, I can't feel good. Can't feel good. There must be a lot of money rewarded to have to go through something so stupid. Or maybe people, look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. It's just going to be us laughing at really stupid people, which I'm probably going to enjoy. I'm probably going to enjoy this. Like, you know, I'm not looking forward to it yet. I'm probably going to love it. One's in the chat if you think there's going to be this part of you that's going to be, it's going to be like such a guilty pleasure that you have to watch it. Why is Savage and Two Joints can't chat? What? What's going on? You guys can't chat? Did YouTube unsubscribe you? Hold on, I'm going to change something really quick. If you can't chat right now, check your subscription because it's subscriber only. They're blocked. Check your subscriptions. This, oh my God, could you imagine getting like unsubscribed? Yeah, because you can't chat if you're unsubscribed. I wonder if that's what they're doing. Yeah, because there's no mod. They got shadow banned. All right, I'm going to turn this off real quick. Let's see if this helps. Okay, I'll put anyone on. All right, so I changed it to anyone. Okay. Try it again if you are in the chat. They're blocked or something? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Dude, what is going on? I'm telling you, there's some weird shit going on with our channel. We currently have YouTube looking at it. And that's why I'm telling everyone, please, if you're having problems, screen capture whatever the problem is and send it to us. Anyone else gets the error message? Send me a screenshot. Yeah, send me that screenshot. So Jesse just checked, they're not banned. So you're either shadow banned. I took subscriber only off just to see. But yeah, if you're having any issues, you need to send me this stuff now because YouTube is legit trying to figure out why people are getting unsubscribed. Why are people not getting notifications? Like they're just effing with us. Here's Two Joints. Pretty fucking furious. It's better not have Little Seal's hands on it. No, dude. Two Joints. There's always conspiracies. No, he's not even a mod on this channel, and he's fine. He is fine. Two Joints is automatically just lighting people on fire. No, it's not him. There's no mod on this channel. Hey, doing bombastic. How you doing? What's up? No error here. Okay, you guys are good. Here's Kainoto. What the fuck? What is that, Kainoto? What? I don't even know. Is that a Streamlabs error? But he just donated, so. Yeah, Little Seal's good, man. He's good. He's good. So that's weird. So let me look in the Discord. What are they writing here? So how do you know? Were they messaging you guys? Like, how do you know that they can't chat? Not joking? That's the message you got? Are you being completely serious? Hold on a second. Let me see this. Kainoto. Back end fetch failed. Guru meditation. What? I don't want to show this number. I don't know if there's anything. What is that? I'm trying to donate, and he's getting this error message. Okay, check this out. I'm being serious. I can't donate. This is a weird message pops up. LOL. It says Guru. What the fuck? What kind of nonsense is this? What is that? What is that? All right, let me try to donate real quick and see what the fuck that is. That's strange, man. Are you good? Okay, you guys are good. We got to figure out why Two Joints and Damn Savage aren't in the mix. I mean, listen, when you're on top, of the game, you know, people try to knock you down, but you get up again, like Chumbawamba.
Super chat.
Super chat's good, but he's saying
testing, bruh.
Thank you, Damula. He's saying it's Streamlabs. Oh, here we go. I'll click on Streamlabs now. Page not found. We're unable to find this broadcast. What the fuck? Okay, so the link in the... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, Jess. Okay, so the Nightbot link is no good. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, shit. If Jess is watching. Jess, can you... No, the Nightbot links are not working. If you can jump into Nightbot on those timers, copy the link.
Super chat.
Hashtag bring back Savage 2 Joints.
I don't know why that's not even connected, but I know that the Streamlabs problem is. The link that's in our description, if you can just replace the Nightbot links, that will save that. But if you do want to donate, guys, the link in our description down below is good. So I'll show you. Yeah, it's the Nightbot links are no good. Damn, I'm glad you said something. I didn't even think about that. So if you go, we'll get back to Power Slap in a second, guys. This is the Monday show, technical difficulty hour. If you click on... Oh, by the way, shout out to our sponsors. Here's the link to UFC. If you want to watch the UFC, click that link over there. If you want Head Rush, 20% off. We got two links over here. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off Head Rush. Sheath underwear over here. Here's a link. 20% off promo code MMA-HOLES. So those links are wonderful. You get 20% off Sheath, Head Rush, and you can go straight to the UFC and get their events. And if you would like CBDX, go to cbdx.com, use promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off the finest of THC products. Get that Delta 9, Delta 8, whatever. Get high. The promo code is MMA-HOLES. And mybookie.ag, promo code MMA-HOLES for 100% matching your first deposit. So here's a Streamlabs link that should work. And it works. Yay! Okay, so that works. So description, if you want to drop a fat dono, go in the description. That works just fine. Also, in the live chat, too. Pinned at the top of the live chat, that link works as well. It's just the Nightbot links are not working. Okay, so now let's figure out where the hell is Savage and Two Joints? Why are they unable?
Wonderful.
There we go.
Okay, it finally worked. So anyway, I'm glad that Two Joints and Damn Savage aren't both dead in some ditch. They are nice and I like both of them very much. Like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is great. And that D-Res guy, he's a neat dude.
Thank you. All right. So that is... All right. So that's getting fixed up right now. Thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. Now we got to figure out why certain people aren't able to chat. It's open to everyone. Why is Damn Savage and Two Joints not able to chat? So what did they say? Because they're not reaching out to us. Oh, Two Joints did, but I don't know what the exact problem is. So they need to screenshot what is popping up. Okay, that's that. No worries, 2 joints. No, I'm glad we know that there's a problem here. So whatever, guys, whoever can't get in, just screenshot the problem you're having, whatever error message is coming up, screenshot it, send it to us, message it. Damn Savage and 2 joints, okay? It could be D-Rest doing this. He's quite the, he... we thought he murdered Roberto. He might be hacking into the system. Damn Savage and 2 joints. I don't know. Could be. Anyway. All right. Where were we before we got completely sidetracked? Okay, so that's that. We were talking a little power slap. I'll get into this card as well. All right, so let's watch the rest of this thing over here. Yay or nay for the power slap? You guys down with this? You into it? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. But, you know, the more I'm watching this thing, it does look like a completely cringy, nightmare, ridiculous, I don't know, show. So, I'm in. Boom! Yeah, so the powder's for the effect. Smart. I'm sure they have like super slow-mo. It looks like people are getting dropped. Here's some butchie girl. Look at this girl. She's ready to eat it over here. She's ready to eat it. And boom! Oh, the hair is flopping around. This guy. Oh, so you hold on to something behind your back. So dumb. I mean, where does life go wrong? Where does your life go wrong when you're doing this? If you think about it. Now, I guess if I was young, drunk, I would do this. Like if I was in my 20s, if I was half the age I am right now, and I was drunk at a bar, I would do this 100%. I would drunk, you know, young, dumb, full of cum. I do it. At this age, I don't understand why anyone would do it. I would never think about doing this. At this advanced age, I would think about all the things that could happen to me. So I'm assuming there's no one in their 40s doing this. But if you're in your 20s, you don't think about brain damage or CTE or any of that stuff. Right? So let me know from the youngsters in the chat, the young, dumb, full of cum boys in the chat. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. See, Jess is on it. Thank God we're a two-headed monster over here. Now, let me know if you would do this. Jess, would you do it? Look at this guy going down. Like, what are you getting? I mean, boom. I don't know what you're getting out of this. I mean, some people just want to be on TV so bad that they were willing to get knocked out by a slap. This guy's fucking pumped up. Here comes the ginger. Oh my God, his nose went all freaking, went all. Went all Andrei Arlovsky. Damn. You could see his non-soul leave his body. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It works. It works. Bash.
I'm gonna finish everybody. 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 I'm gonna smash everybody.
Haven't heard that one in a minute.
I don't see how this power slap BS is going to make any money. Are there going to be pay-per-views? Would you buy it?
So I think that's the plan. I'm just speculating right now. And thank you for the $9 donation. Appreciate it. KHAMZAT. I'm 39 years old. Fook, no, I wouldn't let anybody slap the Fook out of me. I mean, it just seems ridiculous. So I'm assuming it's this. It's going to be like tough. Guys in the house yelling and screaming, drinking, getting into fights. Then they square off. I'm sure there's going to be teams. I would imagine it gets, you know, like tournament style. The best of the bunch, pay-per-view probably. Or maybe it's a finale that, hopefully the finale is just on TV. But I would imagine eventually, if you get enough views on something like this, the goal is to get it on a pay-per-view. I would guess. So yeah, they're going to make money on this. Because like we said before, it's so simple. It's literally two people. One slaps the shit out of the other. The one that gets more slapped loses. You know, I guess there's some sort of scoring system for this. You know? So, I mean, it's sanctioned by the Athletic Commission. It's so ridiculous. But simple is very important. And that's what it is. And Dana's not stupid. He is not dumb. He knows the formula for the Ultimate Fighter is what made the Ultimate Fighter so big. He's using a very similar formula with the Slap League thing. He clearly saw it work with Logan Paul when he was doing it. So he jumped on board, and he's going to try to make this the next big thing. A lot of people thought that people fighting in cages was stupid, right? If you think about that, a lot of people thought it was dumb. And now, all these years later, it's massive. So, I'll trust Dana. I'm skeptical. But I trust Dana because Dana knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. Or it could be just a quick payday. He signed on to, put his name on it to just get a quick bag of money. See where it goes. But I don't think he would put his name on unless he thought it worked. These guys got to be fucking deaf, eardrums getting popped. Dude, I mean, it right? Like, I mean, the one thing is you can brace yourself, right? I mean, your hands are behind your back, but you know it's coming, so I mean, I guess you could take it, but I would imagine you can't roll with it, right? You would have to keep your head stiff, and if you don't keep your head stiff, I would imagine there's a point deduction or something. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure we'll be laughing and saying this is the dumbest thing we've ever watched, but I'll definitely give it a shot. I mean, that's a lot of ripple over here. There's that super slow-mo. Boom. Ooh, all over the place. Mr. Longhair getting it. This guy, look, he's ready. Could you imagine being that guy? Like, oh, God, this guy's going to slap the shit out of me. Like, these guys are volunteering for this. They do have stuff in their ears. I guess that's to stop the eardrums from falling out. Herschel Walker's all over this. BKFC has grown a lot in a couple of years. Yeah, think about it. People were saying BKFC is too barbaric and gruesome and disgusting, and now look at it. It has become a lot more popular. So, yeah, I mean, I would be a grumpy old man and say, oh, this will never work, but for me to completely commit to that and just predict that this is not going to work would be very, very stupid of me. So I will give it a shot. I am pessimistic because it does seem like the dumbest thing I've ever thought about watching. But if it's cringy, how bad could it be then? I can see it now. Thursday night, thumb war with Dana White. Thumb war. It does suck. It's on Wednesdays. Will you guys do a Barstool Rough and Rowdy? You know what's funny? I've never seen Rough and Rowdy. Everyone's brought it up to us and this and that. I'm assuming it's just like I know Matt Frivola said his brother did it and won some fight in Rough and Rowdy. I would love to do an MMA-Holes fighting league. Like I'm talking sideshow, freak show, Howard Stern like situation going on. I would love to do that. And I got to be honest with you, we can do that because I know promoters in the regional scene that would definitely entertain this conversation. Just got to get you to sign some papers and away we go. I would love to do it. One's in the chat if you'd be down to compete, not watch, compete. Because if we get enough people hitting us up being like, yo, I would do this. I'd be 100% in. Because I know there's a promoter on my mind right now that I guarantee I'm like, yo, let's get on a call and do this. He would 100% do it. Me versus Chael. Chael would knock my head across the room. Let me fight someone. So here's the thing, Carl. If you wanted to fight an actual MMA fight, you would need a gym to back you, and you have to be medically cleared. If you can do that, and we can find an opponent, I mean, it's not impossible. We can do it. It would have to be on the East Coast, though, because we know more people on the East Coast to pull this off. Okay, from the Athletic Commission would have to okay it, of course. You need when we were going to set something up, like I'm talking 5 years ago, like when we started the channel, but like we were legit ready, and then this knucklehead just fucking backs out. Like this stupid asshole had us calling up people, and he backs out. He's like, oh man, I can't do it. And it's like, come on, bro. He talked so much shit the whole way. And then all of a sudden, I can't do it. All we needed was a gym to sign off on it. We needed a gym to back him. And that's not easy to do. It's not easy to get a gym to back you because it's their credibility on the line. Mike Jones would fight sober, Carl. 3 female slap boxers in Russia died from AIDS. Okay. I've been saying for years, this show is Howard Stern of MMA Media. Let's go, BK. That's an incredible compliment. I know Howard's best days are behind him, but when he was up and running, like doing his thing, he was the top. I'm in 2 2-minute rounds. 2 1-minute rounds. Hit me up. Slide into the DMs. Give me your weight, your height, your experience, what gym would sign off on you. And I'm dead serious. If you can get to the East Coast, we would set something up. I would fly there in a fucking heartbeat and get something going. I think that'd be great. I think it would be so fun. Like, because we got people that can do it, and then if it works and people like it, and then we can get some traction with it, I mean, we could just do our own thing. But right now, I'd rather just go to another promotion and get it done. But I know of a guy that would definitely do it. Yeah, like, hit us up. DM us. How about the MMA-Holes Pillow Fight Championship? I'm not opposed to that. I don't know. Like, I feel like the novelty wore off. You know, like I feel like that was like it went viral and then kind of went away. So we'll see what happens. I've watched it. I love that Kendall was in it. You know, I back Kendall 100%. You know, with that stuff. I got to be honest with you though, it's not my cup of tea. It seems like a waste of time. Like I've watched it. There was nothing I got out of it. It's just silly. At least this, people are going to be getting slept. You know. All right, here we go. Go down he goes. Down he goes. Look at it. Whoa, this guy's not young. Like, look at this dude. It's like Machete over here. Dude, man. Life's got to be pretty bad. It's got to be, or maybe this guy looks like he's done some time. He looks like he's been there. In fact, doesn't this guy fight bare knuckle? Can someone confirm if there's a guy in is it BKFC or BYB? One of those promotions looks just like this dude. He is. Is that the guy? Denny Trejo. That's got to be the guy. He has the same hairdo. Is that him? 2 people said that is him. Oh, that makes sense. This guy was doing bare knuckle. This guy's a lunatic. Okay. Oof. Look at this. Big boys. I'm assuming they have weight classes, I would guess. This guy couldn't even... He did one hand. And down he goes.
Wonderful.
That is him. Okay. Interesting.
Many topics tonight might justify calls, especially the commentator discussion itself. And the Mike Jackson BS. I'll fight Mike Jackson, have actual fight wins, even amateur boxing in my teens. It'll be a fair fight. 6 feet 187 to 193 my weight. Fof Sanosai.
Sanosi. First of all, you're saying that because you know that fight's never going to happen. And if it did happen and you got knocked out by Mike Jackson, could you imagine? Like, would you want to be that guy? At the end of the day, he's not very good, but he's better than all of us. Like, if you really think about it. Like, I would imagine that he's still in the UFC, you know? The worst person in the UFC probably could whoop all our asses. So thank you for the donation, but could you imagine? He's calling out Mike Jackson. Oh my God. Like, I wouldn't even entertain it. Even if we could do that, I wouldn't entertain it because, oh my God, if you got knocked out by Mike Jackson, like, you would never live that down. That wouldn't be good, man. All right, well, that's actually a good segue. we could segue into the Mike Jackson situation. Let me finish this thing up over here, and we'll talk a little Mike Jackson and Jake Shields. So yeah, so this is the Power Slap League. It's like this whole dramatic thing. You got, what's his face? The ref? Oh, I can't see. Power Slap. So press conference November 11th in New York. So they're doing it in Vegas, I think, but New York is where they're going to have a press conference. Oh my God. Wait. November 11th. What the fuck? So they had it already? I guess they had it already. I'm like, wait, it's December. I guess that's an old thing. And here's Dana White. Boom! He's like so fired up. This is going to be the best. Listen, this is going to be the best thing ever. It's going to be incredible. With that energy. Yeah, all right. So there's the Power Slap thing. Let's talk about the Mike Jackson situation, and hopefully this thing goes away. Because Mike Jackson, here's the problem with everything that's going on. He got smoked by Pete Rodriguez. Let's go, champ Pete Rodriguez. MMA-Hole took him out already. We already had an MMA-Hole go in there in the UFC and knock him out cold. And he went away. He was gone. And then all of a sudden, the PI situation happens, and Jake Shields takes him down, slaps him around a little bit. Didn't really do anything crazy with the guy. He was just on top of him, humiliating him. You know? Didn't assault him or anything. I mean, it was just kind of like, yo, don't call me a Nazi. Right? So, man, Big Fat Paulie's getting involved with the damn Savage now. They still can't get in. If you can't get in, screenshot us. Screenshot what's going on. Here we go. I just dropped a comment on the last community post. Let me know if you can see it. Okay, so yeah, so Damn Savage commented in the community post, and it shows up, but he can't comment in the live chat. What the hell? That's so weird. So whatever's coming up, Damn Savage, I need you to let us know exactly what is happening. And Jesse's working on it. Okay. That's Mike Jackson, the little chicken man. Yeah, so all right. So we have our history of Mike Jackson as well. It seems like he's been able to infect all of us no matter what. But like Pete Rodriguez went in there and took out Mike Kainoto. He took out Mike Jackson in the UFC. He went away. He crawled under a rock, and that was it. I thought that was over. I'm pretty sure he's not going to fight again. That's it. It's over. It's done with. But then he goes to the PI, and Jake Shields humiliates him over there, and now he becomes relevant again, and everyone's talking about him and bringing it up, and Jake Shields is going back and forth with him. He's a racist, and he's a Nazi, and yada, yada, yada. And I loved it. I'm not going to lie. I loved watching Jake on top of him, humiliating him. Like, it was great. It was absolutely great. I even texted Jake and said, great job. He didn't respond. He doesn't respond to us anymore, apparently. He must think that we think he's a Nazi or something. So then Mike Jackson now, after this has been going on for days now, Mike Jackson intends to press charges against thug Jake Shields after assault at UFC Performance Institute. So apparently, Jake Shields has been banned from the Performance Institute. He can't go to the PI anymore because of the situation that happened here. 39 minutes. Oh, shit. So he interviewed Mike Jackson. Oh, God. MMA junkie. Oh, dude. This guy's such a fucking clown. Come on our show. We'll ask you. Listen, I know Mike Bone. Met him. He's actually a very nice guy. But come on our show. Don't be a fucking puss bag. Come on our show like you fucking turned it down because we're a bunch of white nationalists or wet dog smelling, whatever the fuck you called us. Snow roaches. Come on our show. Don't be a puss. Come on our show. We can clear the air right away. But yeah, MMA junkie, listen, I understand they're trying to do this for clicks and whatever. If you're going to do that, you got to really tear into the dude. You got to really get this guy going here. But we're just amplifying the situation. We're just giving this guy what he wants. He was humiliated in the UFC. He should go away. And now you got him interviewed on MMA Junkie over here. Let's see. So he's saying he was assaulted at the Performance Institute. Let's see. Shields fired back at Cole Jackson. Let's see. He looks like a fucking gorilla, Jake Shields. Jackson told MMA Junkie. Could you imagine if Jake Shields said that about him? That wouldn't go over well. He's probably 230, 240 pounds right now, just steroided up. What? Jake Shields is 230, 240 pounds steroided up? I don't get that vibe. Hold on a second. Dude, this guy is... Why? Like, why? I feel like I should just stop talking about this. There's no reason I should be paying attention to this. In fact, I'm about to stop. I think I'm done. Yeah, why am I giving this guy... This guy is 230, 240 pounds steroided up. Let's see. Okay, listen. I mean, he doesn't look massive. He looks like he's in good shape. He's got big, pointy nipples. Here he is over here. Yeah, he's just in decent shape, but he's not steroided up. What the fuck is this guy talking about? All right. Oh, it's just that you fucking suck. And Jake Shields is actually a legit fucking solid grappler. That could whoop your ass. That did whoop your ass. He could have done a lot worse. I'm not entertaining this anymore. I'm done. I'm not giving this guy... that's it. This is the last I'm talking about this clown. It's over. Because now I'm realizing I'm becoming part of the problem here. How about this? So the fight with Jared what's it called? We're going to talk about Cannonier Strickland, that card. I think I'm going to segue into that. But Paulo Costa and Robert Whittaker were supposed to fight on an upcoming card, a very fun card, Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski. Okay. And the card was looking pretty good. Was it UFC 284? Let me pull it up over here. Yeah, I'm done with that. Like, I'm realizing, like, it's just so stupid. All he wants is attention. And we're all like idiots. We're like a bunch of monkeys giving him the attention he wants. So here's the card. Volkanovski, Makhachev. You have Yair Rodriguez, Josh Emmett. You got Tyson Pedro, Zhang, Kai Kara France, Alex Perez, Jack Jenkins, Shanus, Justin Taffa, Parker Porter. And you go down the list. You got Jimmy Crute, Kulabau. You got Alonzo Menafield. You got a bunch of names on here that we know. Like, opening up the card, you got, oh, fuck, Joel Alves. Dude, this guy over here, man. This guy over here is a problem. He lost to the last fight he lost was Sarukian, but we all know how good Sarukian is. We saw him. We'll talk about him in a second. But this guy he's a fucking solid fighter. Oh my God. So Byra Tukagov versus Alvarez to open the card. The card is just very evenly balanced. And we had Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker on this thing. And now we're finding out it's not happening. And I have a feeling that... Oh, there's two. Is that two joints? Wait, so what happened? Finally back on. I don't even know if that's him. Yeah, I don't even know if that's him because that's not his... Yeah, I don't think that's him. Because it doesn't have his belt next to his name. But, gay joints. Yeah, so you have Whittaker, you had Costa on this thing, but now it looks like Paulo Costa is playing hardball because it's the last fight of his contract, and he's playing games over here. And it's a bummer, man, because that was a fun fight. That was actually pretty fun. I do my best, but motherfuckers like this on another level. Let's see. So, he's just, goofing around. Just posting things over here.
CBD.
We got Vash coming in. That's not him.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Make it a better place, Vash. Thank you, Vash.
Volk gonna take Islam to the brink. It's gonna be a fucking banger.
I mean, that fight is a good fight. Yeah. Hopefully, knock on wood, we don't lose that one. But yeah, that is a good fight. Thank you, Vash, for the 420. Appreciate that. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. But yeah, you know, Australia not having Robert Whittaker on the card is a burn. I saw someone in the chat say that they sold the tickets because no Bobby Knuckles. You do have Volkanovski, though. It's the headliner. But yeah, Robert Whittaker, I mean, the former champion, he's a stud, man. He's been around forever, and he's still fucking good. Still top of the game, you know. Izzy just has his number right now, but I think Robert Whittaker pretty much could beat everyone. I think he could beat, what's it called, Pereira. I know a lot of people disagree, but I think he could. I think he beat Costa. I think he could beat Adesanya because as the fights progress, you know, first one not so good, second one a lot better, third one I feel like he's going to even adjust more. So, you know, Robert Whittaker was going in the right direction with Izzy. Maybe third time's a charm. But he's off the card, and it looks like because, I don't know for sure, but it seems like Paolo's playing hardball. It says great fights. If great fights is going down due to lack of negotiation skills, they should stop being petty. So, you know, Paolo's just trying to play hardball. I understand he wants to get paid big bucks, but it is a bummer to the fans and everything like that. And if they did sign contracts, I guess they didn't. They probably verbally agreed. And he didn't sign the contract. But it is silly, man. It's a whole silly situation. It sucks that fight's gone. But we have a silver lining, whether you think it is or not. On this shitty show over here, SiriusXM, I have no idea how the fuck, no offense to Jimmy Smith, but I got to be honest with you, myself and Jesse would be way better running their MMA channel, just saying. But they had Jared Cannonier on after his Sean Strickland fight. And Jared Cannonier says, hey, I'm good. I'll step in. Keep it going. I'll fill in. So Jared's down. Jared's down to step in. So if Bobby Knuckles wants it to run it back, he had a pretty good performance against him the last time. Jared wants another crack. If Paolo wants to play hardball, let him play hardball. You know, let him go. Let him go do other things if he's going to keep playing games like this. And Jared fills in. You run it back with Robert Whittaker. It's not the same fight as before, but at least Bobby Knuckles stays on the card. So what do you think? Would you, I mean, it doesn't seem like this fight's going to happen. Would you mind seeing Jared jump back in there? Jared also said that he doesn't want to go to decisions anymore. He wants to be finishing people. He's not satisfied with his performance. So he wants to go in there and finish people. And he wants to stay active. He's 38 years old. So he wants to get back in there quickly. He wants to move himself back in title, you know, contention. I like it. I don't hate it. Let me know in the chat what you think. Cannonier or Whittaker too? There's got to be somebody to fill in for Whittaker. Now, here's the question. Whittaker might just say no. He already fought Jared. You know, he might, I don't know. He was preparing for one guy. Now he's got to go to another guy. So Bobby Knuckles could just say no. It's very possible. And I wouldn't blame him, to be honest. He already beat him. I say give him the fight. Cum shot? Meh, maybe. Let Rob fight Alex. I mean, if Alex was ready to go, I don't think he's going to be. But that would be fun, for sure. It would be a different fight from first, so why not? Says Sean Hart. I mean, if it means Rob stays on the card, I would say go for it. I wouldn't hate it. Robert with the 1. By the way, guys, hit the like button if you haven't hit that yet. Smash up the like button, please, because we're looking for 150 likes, which is super simple since we have 150 people watching now. So hit that like button if you haven't done so. Let's go, champs. Smash it up and be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So speaking of Jared Cannonier, we're going to segue into Saturday's fights. Jared Cannonier. Okay, little controversy again with the judges. I'm getting sick of this. I am so getting sick of the controversy. I only watched it once. I didn't go back in there again like I did last time. In real time, I thought Jared won. I thought it was fairly clear, close but clear. Not saying it was Jared ran away with it, but I felt in the night of the fight, There was a part of me that wanted Strickland to win, but I felt when Jared was landing, it just felt punishing and painful, and it looked like Strickland was getting more hurt than Strickland was inflicting pain on Jared. Like, Strickland had moments, but not as many as Jared, in my opinion. A lot of people disagree. A lot of people say that Strickland won the fight, including Sean Strickland. So if you look at Strickland, here we go. Here's what Sean said about it.
Loser. Hats off to Jared, but again, you have judges that don't know how to fucking do their job. You actually look at the scorecards, and you look at the significant strikes, and you look at how many times I wobbled him. And you have people, experts in the field, come up to me and say, "Yeah, man, I don't know how you lost that one. You landed way more. The scorecard should say it." So, anyways, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Get off my soapbox. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you, UFC. Back to drawing board. On to the next one. Thank you guys.
Okay, so listen, loss is not the worst thing in the world because Jared just fought for the belt. So Strickland taking this fight, a lot of people thought he was going to lose, but I mean the lines are pretty even. But losing this fight, still, you don't want to lose 2 in a row when you're at this high. But it's not like he moves much in the ranking, so he's still okay. The problem I have, and let me just make this very clear, I like Sean Strickland a lot. I want to see him fight for a belt. I would love to see him fight Izzy. I would love to see Sean Strickland just get a rematch against Pereira. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But lately, his fighting style hasn't been anything spectacular. He's just been doing enough to win fights. In this fight again over here, almost barely outstruck Jared Cannonier. And when you're going around making fun of Izzy for being a point fighter and running around and doing his thing and just, winning by points, and that's all you're doing too, things aren't looking good when you're losing. If you keep winning, I guess you could still talk that shit. But he's not. He's 2 in a row, and when he does win, he just wins by points, so it's not like we haven't seen anything spectacular from Sean. Sean also put up the numbers here, okay? And if you look at it, Jared only has 1 round ahead in the stats. Now, this is not efficient strikes. This is total, and let's see if it's significant. Because I know it's weird. This was a weird fight when I was looking at it because they almost gave every strike, like every total strike significant. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll explain it to you right now. Like, round 1, 16-7 in total strikes, and then they have 16-13 significant strikes over there. You mean to tell me all 16 of Jared's strikes were significant? That just doesn't seem right. Then you go to round 2, 25 total strikes to 28, and it just so happens significant strikes 25 to 28. So every strike that both of these guys threw were significant? No, they weren't. Okay, move to round number 3, 33 to 35. Significant strike, 33 to 35. So what the fuck's the point of a significant strike? It's almost exact. It's just a strike, according to this. I'm going to keep going. Round 4, 27 to 34. The only difference here, 27-27 the same, but 33 instead of 34. So one of those strikes up there, one of them, they just weren't as significant enough. It doesn't make any sense. I saw this fight. When Jared was throwing, all 27 punches were not significant. Round 5, 40 strikes, 40 significant. So Jared was pitching a perfect game. All his strikes was just very significant. Whereas Sean Strickland, 43, his strikes were significant in the 5th round. All of them. The problem is they score efficient striking and efficient grappling. The grappling wasn't a thing. So you got to go to the striking. And when you look at these stats over here, they just mean nothing. Where are the efficient strikes? We see significant. We see total. Where's the efficient strikes? We don't know. There has to be something here where they say, okay, this guy they got this many efficient strikes. That guy got that many efficient strikes. We score that. We move on. But if you look at the rounds, just total strikes and significant, Sean Strickland lost the first just according to the numbers here, I'm not saying this is exactly the case. Won the second with significant and significant and total. Won the third, significant and total. Round 4, won the fourth, significant and total. Round 5, if you're just looking at the numbers, from 2 to 5, if we're just going by these numbers over here, Sean won. And I could understand why people are confused. Because the way I saw the fight, and whoever saw Cannonier winning this thing, they were looking at what strikes were effective. I'm saying efficient, effective strikes. Was I saying efficient? Effective strikes. Excuse me. The effective striking, okay? And I saw with my own eyes that Jared Cannonier had more effective strikes than Sean Strickland. But why not have effective strikes show up over here instead of apparently significant means nothing? Right? Just give me the effective strikes. And you can't tell me that 40 strikes in the 5th round by Cannonier were all effective. There needs to be a tightening up of this. Because if there isn't, it's just going to be like, I guess this one won, if it's a close fight. It's a problem. If you look at the scorecards, UFC news. Okay. Damn Savage's Twitter's working. UFC news. So 2 joints and Damn Savage is still not in the chat. I wonder what the hell is that about? I wonder how many other people are having that problem. Okay, here's the scorecards for the boys. Oop, that's me. Okay. Let's take a look. Now, you don't get any... I mean, it's just all over the place. This is the norm. I'm not going to yell and scream about this, but it is concerning. Derek Cleary has 49-46 Cannonier. Camijo has 49-46 Cannonier. And then Sal D'Amato, who is the worst of the bunch, has it for 49-46 in favor of Strickland. This doesn't help Strickland's case in any way. Sal D'Amato is not known as the best judge out there. But regardless of the fact, you have 2 judges going heavy in favor of Cannonier and against the striking stats that we've seen. And then you got Sal D'Amato over here that is kind of going against it too, because if you think about the first round should be Cannonier if you're going at the stats that I was just showing you. What is going on? How do you fix this? I have a solution. I threw it on Twitter. I'm going to throw it on YouTube right now. I think it's an easy fix. I say you get rid of the 10-point system. Get rid of it. If you want to have that dinosaur system in boxing, keep it there. I don't give a shit what they do in boxing. But in MMA, I feel like they should do their own thing. Be trendsetters. They're already a trendsetter. Let's have a different way of scoring these fights. And this is what I propose. I feel we should decipher what is an effective strike. And we should have scorekeepers tally after each round what the effective striking is between both guys. What is the control time? Effective control time, whatever you want to fucking call it. There should be a number on the board above the cage between each round. Now with the judges are scoring this thing, the numbers are right there. If someone is effectively outstriking the other person, that person is winning the fight. You go into the second round, you look at the numbers. Very simple. Okay, this one's effectively striking more than that person. It's simple. In basketball, you look up, you see the score. You look up there and you're like, oh, okay, this is this many baskets, that's that many baskets. This is this many touchdowns, that's that many touchdowns. This is this many home runs and innings and runs or whatever. It's in every sport. Why can't we just do this? It would just be fine. Now, if you want drama, don't show the 5th round on the scoreboard. Hand it to the judges. I don't know. Or if it's a 5-round fight, don't show the 4th and 5th round to the fans. If you want drama. Don't do it. But I mean, you can work with a system like that. It's plain as day. There's no arguing. There's no controversy. The score people are there to say this is X amount of efficient strikes. Or if you want to put them up like a round after it happens, a little delay, so you don't know exactly what's happening, but the score eventually gets on the board. Why? Why can't we do that? It's just as good. It's still going to be the same fucking fight, the same rules. We just have the numbers that we go by. We know by number who won the fight. It's not brain surgery. Why are we not doing this? Some people are saying because, you know, the UFC is set in their ways. It would be too much to change this. It would be too much of a shakeup. Then people are saying because of gambling reasons, because the UFC is fake and fixed and it's a fraud. Well, if the UFC wants to show people that it's not fixed, put the fucking numbers above the cage. You can't argue it. You have a scorekeeper that throws the fucking number up there. I'm not saying show the judges' score, because that's what people are saying. Open scoring, so you see what the judges are saying. No, you're still going to have problems. You're still going to, the fighter's going to know what's going on, but you're still going to have bad scores. If you have the number above the cage of how many effective strikes, effective grappling, whatever the criteria is, we will have a clear-cut way of knowing who wins a fight. There will never be this conversation again. Thank you. Thank you. This is from E. Lee. We're going to open this up on Christmas. If anyone else sends a package, we'll open up 2 or 3 maybe. But we're opening up this on our Christmas stream. Now let me know in the chat what you think. I mean, honestly, the other day I was thinking about this. I'm like, this is the easiest solution. Why are we not doing this? Let me see what you got to say in the chat. Interesting scores for all to see it round by round. No BS. Yeah, right? I mean, like, I'm not saying open scores for the judging. You have the points up there. So, for instance, for those of you coming in a little bit late, these are not, this is nonsense. Like this here, like this clearly is nonsense. It doesn't make any sense because the judging it never even aligns with these numbers. These numbers mean nothing. So if they can have real-time striking, I mean, this is proven that they could have real numbers in striking, have officials go in there and count the fucking strikes. That's it. Live scores. Not open scores from the judges. Live scores like an actual sporting event. You go up, you shove popcorn in your face. After each round, you look it up and you're like, okay, this one has this many efficient strikes. That one has this one. That one's got to pick up the game. He's got to do something. This one's got to knock out that one. Or there's a problem. Folks still going to find a way to cry. Now, there's always a way, but there's less ways to cry with this. Because, I mean, everything is so clear. So clear. We got Jesse. Jesse. Yes. You want to be off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That's Jesse. She had some private stuff to talk about. But no, let me know what you think. Listen, people don't like change. People like are stuck in their ways. But I feel like it's enough's enough with the arguing, with the debating, and something has to happen with judges. One judge can't fly from here to there. You know, like in X amount of days, they can't score this fight when they scored that fight. Like, it's just silly. We could just nip it. Just clip all that stuff out. We could figure it out by just putting the points above the fighters. Done deal. Let's see. I've always said they should kind of make judges famous, show their faces and introduce them like the ref. It will keep them honest when they look into the camera before the fight. Yeah, listen, you could do that, but it doesn't fix the problem. People are still going to screw up scores. You know? People are still going to screw it up. As long as we have humans in there, and the scoring criteria is so Like, I feel like it's one person sees one thing and another person sees another thing. If you have actual numbers, if people are tallying the strikes that they find, like, there has to be a criteria of what is an effective strike, and they bang, number, you'll know. No need for a judge. All the judge got to do is just add the numbers up and say, okay, this person won. The judges only, or, I mean, instead of doing it round by round, do the whole damn fight. Add the numbers up. The person with the most amount of numbers wins. I mean, you could either do it by round, if you want to do it that way, or you could just do all 5 rounds. The person that has the most accumulative, I can't even say that, numbers at the end of the fight wins. It's super clear. And we still see the same fight. The fight doesn't change. It's the same exact rule set. You have options. You could test things out, see what works, see what doesn't work. Get rid of the judges. You don't need them. You just don't need them. See you later. For effective punch, it has to land clean. Yeah, so they need to have a clear-cut way. A clean punch that has to land. And I think that's where people are going to probably argue. Like, wait, you're going to have your weasels out there. They're going to count each strike and say, oh my God, this should have been effective and that will be the argument going on. But at least there's a score. There's some sort of score in place where you don't leave it to 3 blind mice that have completely different opinions. For effective punch, I saw that. Let's see. AI should judge it based on the rules, no bias at all. I mean, eventually, there's going to come a time. There's going to come a time where AI will be able to just scan what the hell's going on there and say, okay, this is happening to this person, point. This is happening to that person, point. I mean, it's inevitable. But the judges, we don't need them. It's not necessary. And why do we have to follow what boxing's doing? I mean, UFC is already on their own path. Change it up. Change it up. This way people aren't complaining about it over and over and over again. So that's all I got to say about that. We move on. I'm going to talk about the rest of the stuff on this fight card. Let's pull this up over here. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. We got 92 likes with 150 people watching. Oh my God. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Pull it together, people. Hit the like button. What are you doing? Should be ashamed of yourselves. How could you sleep at night knowing you're not hitting the like button? This is a massive bummer. This is a massive bummer. So I was all excited to be reacting to this New Year's Eve, Bellator versus Rizin. And what I find out today, in small letters up top, have to fix that problem. You see this over here? You see that? Tape delayed. There's no way in hell I'm going to watch that tape delayed. Just not happening. So I don't know when it's going to be on, but I'm not going to watch something that already happened. Everyone knows the results to. This is not, I'm not like taping a soap opera and rewatching. Everyone knows what happened. So that's out. Did anyone know about that? Because I just found that out today. So that is that. I don't know what the hell we're going to be doing on New Year's, but not that because it happened already. So that's a bummer. I got to find out when those fights are going to go down on New Year's Eve. But yeah, so Bellator versus Rizin, delay. Bummer. Going back to Saturday's card. So we spoke about Cannonier versus Strickland. Really not much more to get into there. I just want to give a synopsis of the rest of this card. Any sign of Savage and Two Joints? Are they still MIA? Pitbull and AJ suck. I mean, they're the best of the bunch for that organization. 2 judges and let the stats be the third judge. 2 judges and let the stats be the third judge. I mean, you could try that. I'm up for anything. I say just eliminate the judges. You don't need them. You don't. Let the numbers tell the story. And I gave multiple options on how you can have numbers do that. Still MIA. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Well, I think Google is looking into it, but I don't know why our community is not allowed to type in here. It's ridiculous. It is. This has been going on for way too long. We've been having too many problems with YouTube. It sucks because I like YouTube. YouTube is how we built our brand and built our community. And to just see this nonsense happening over and over again, to like Savage and Two Joints have been around since the beginning. They can't even type in the chat, and that's a fake Two Joints over there. So it's like, then you got knuckleheads. Like, this doesn't make any sense. You got that knucklehead over here in the chat typing away with no problem, and then the real Two Joints can't type in there. It's crazy, crazy. What's going on? Two Joints and Savage. They can't type in the chat. They can't type in there. They can type in the community section, but not in our chat. This has been going on forever. Like, it's just dumb. It's dumb, man. We've been having this going on way too long. Anyway, I digress. AJ's fighting on New Year's. Yeah, but it's gonna be tape delay, which stinks. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I think they're members of the chat, too, which is even more of a slap in the face. That they're actually paid members and they can't type in the chat. It's infuriating. All right, so I don't know. I don't know why they can't type in the chat. Yeah, we just found that out today. They were sending us messages. They can't get in. They could type in the community section. They can't type in the chat. So silly, man. All right, let's see what we got. I'm going to start from the bottom, move my way up. My God, Drew Dober. He was on Ariel today. I tell you what, like, we reached out again to him. I would like to have him on, but he's very boring. He's not a very exciting interview. Exciting fighter. But as an interview, it's kind of like, I think I could pull some excitement out of the guy. But maybe it's better we don't have him on. I don't know. All right, so we got a bunch of decisions here to start the card. Morozov gets the decision win over Newson. Cape got the decision win over Dvorak. I did bad my bets. I got only one right, which was a bummer. But still plus money overall, so that's good. Still afloat. Rinat Fakhretdinov just destroyed Brian Battle. Brian Battle just didn't even have a shot in that fight. Rafa Garcia, Mahashate, annihilation, unanimous decision. There was a lot of carnage with the cut. But he got the win over there. China falls again in the UFC. You got Nurmagomedov versus Kakhramonov. Nurmagomedov was not doing very well. But what happens? Gets the choke. Says, night. See you later. I got the dub. Big solid win for Nurmagomedov. And Kakhramonov is a problem. He's actually pretty good. You know, one mistake and no one's talking about you. Matt Semmelsberger beats Jake Matthews. That actually shocked the hell out of me. I thought Jake Matthews was going to win this one. And Semmelsberger looked great. It was a really solid scrap between the boys. Enjoyed it very much. But, yeah, Matthews it was not his night. So impressive, solid win by Semmelsberger. Yeah, Corey McKenna was super solid against Vlismas. Shocking people with that. Cheyenne Vlismas takes the L. A lot of people are high on Cheyenne. But this girl over here, Corey, 23. That's it. Just a baby, 23 years old in the UFC. Has Uriah Faber in the corner. Keep your eyes peeled for Corey McKenna. Mikhail Alexichuk annihilated, destroyed Cody Brundage. It was weird. Cody gets that quick takedown, and Mikhail's like, nope, flips it around, gets the control, and just runs through Brundage. Poor Sam Alvey. Poor Cody Brundage. Poor my bet on mybookie.ag. But Mikhail Alexichuk, really strong, solid win. And I got to be honest with you, if that kid's fighting, I'm in. Like, he's a wild monster. Drew Dober. Okay. Vlismas belongs to the streets. I would be happy with that. I am not a fan of her. I think she's, I've said my thing during the stream. I just think she's a nasty girl, man. But anyway, Drew Dober, he got, like, this fight over here, he was getting just lit up like a Christmas tree. Bobby Green was smooth, was moving the head really well, countering. Anytime Drew would hit him, Bobby would counter back, and he would just be like, shut up, and punch him right back in the face. And Drew said it was very discouraging fighting a guy like Bobby Green. But what does Drew do? He takes so much punishment. I want to look at the stats over here. So much punishment in that fight, and then knocks out Bobby Green. This dude, Dober, man. The chin on Drew Dober. The only thing I could think of as I'm watching that fight is, please, can he fight Michael Chandler at some point? That is a car crash waiting to happen. But let's see. Drew Dober. Here we go, Bobby Green. Let's pull this up. Not like these stats mean anything, but get an idea of what happened. So, wow. So, Bobby Green, 40 total strikes to 17. 39 significant to 17. So, Bobby Green way outstruck Dober in the first round, had a very solid round, and was making a statement saying, hey, man, you wanted this fight? You really don't want this fight. Then Drew Dober, look, and this one here, too, look, 17 to 35 in the second round. 17 to 35 strikes. But he clips Green and just puts him down like a dog, man. Just puts him down. Runs over him. Drew Dober tied with Dustin Poirier with knockouts and lightweight. Are you kidding me with this guy? Like, is this guy for real? What a run. How old is he now? He's 34. 34 years old. And now he's on a 3-fight win streak. After the Riddle fight, or Riddell, just been on a tear. Terrence McKinney, Rafael Alves, and Bobby Green. Finish. And, of course, you got the Islam Makhachev fight here, too. So look at the guys he lost to. Alexander Hernandez, the Nasrat Hakparas he beat. He lost to Benny. So spoke about that as well. So he lost to, like, solid dudes. But, boy, he's hitting his stride. It worries me how much this man gets hit, because eventually the chin, eventually that chin doesn't hold up. But I want to know in the chat, is this guy going to be top 5? Is this guy be a champion? Like, what do you think? Drew Dober, is he the dark horse? Is he going to creep up the rankings? I mean, it seems like, I feel like he gets hit way too much. I feel like he's going to get to like Michael Chandler level, fight at the elite, but then not get quite there. Love watching this kid fight. I don't give a shit what he does. I love watching Drew Dober fight. So I'm a fan. But let me know in the chat what you think of Mr. Drew Dober on a 3-fight tear. We want Chad versus Chad, Dober versus Poirier. I mean, where can I sign up for that? That's wild that he tied Dustin Poirier for most KOs at lightweight, right? Isn't that crazy? What a story. Defense wins championships. I'm banned. Hopefully Drew's defense will improve. He is great. Yeah, I do hope that you don't want to see him fight smarter because it might drop the excitement of Dober. But boy, oh boy, man. Like if his head movement got a little bit better. He just relies on his toughness and his power, man. His power is insane. Dober versus Gaethje. So I just found out that he trains with Gaethje because that was a fight that I was like, damn, I would love to see that. But I think they are training partners, if I'm not mistaken. If anyone could confirm or deny that, I'm pretty sure they are. So that would be, I know he trains with Magny, but I think Gaethje's another guy that he bangs around with at the gym. So I don't see him beating Gaethje or Poirier. Yeah, so he already said that he gets beat up by Gaethje in the gym. But Poirier, oof. Yeah, because Dober does remind me of a Chandler. Like he does. Like I feel like if he's in Bellator, he's an instant champ. He could be a top 5 UFC fighter the way he's going. But he just gets hit too much. And when you get strikers like Poirier especially, you would imagine eventually you would feel Poirier would break him down, right? So I see what you're saying. Dober versus Steamroller. Oh my God. He called out Patty too. He's on the, what would Drew Dober do to Patty Pimblett? Think about that. Patty don't want that smoke. Patty don't want to run into this guy. Could you imagine Patty Pimblett versus Drew Dober? Shoot, man. If you're a Patty fan, you're probably not going to want that. But boy, oh boy, would that be a fun fight. Patty's chin just dangling around there for Drew to take it off the neck. The Patty train is done. Yeah, some think it never even got out of the station. The Patty train. You know, the UFC is doing a very good job protecting it as far as they can, but it's just a matter of time. It just feels like it's so close to getting derailed. You know, I hope it goes as far as it can because I do like the banter. I like his trash talk. I like the fans going back and forth. You know, it does make cards fun with that lunatic there, but he has been exposed. There's no doubt about it. He's way overhyped. Yeah, I agree. I concur. How about this? Bruce Leroy. Did anyone see this shit coming? Round one, comes in with the left, follows up with the kick, the upstairs. Leg upstairs to the face of Erosa, and boom, see you later. This guy won't go away. He won't. He is such a smooth striker. He can grapple as well. Another 34-year-old, but boy, oh boy, like, this is nuts. He lost to Sadiq, which, listen, we know Sadiq's a beast. Only beasts come on this show. But, I mean, if you look at the guys he got through here, you got Erosa, Choi, Kroom, Springer, Chasey Boy Hooper, Steven Peterson. But, I mean, like, the run after Kron Gracie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lost to Sadiq, and then 6. So 6 out of his last 7 fights wins. Bunch of finishes, too. Head kick punches, rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. I mean, this guy, he's just there, man. He's him, as the kids say. He's him. Speaking of him, did you guys see this? Back in the day, I didn't know this, but friend of the show, Dada 5000, and a very young Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy. Here he is. Here he is. Choke him out! Choke him out! Yo, look at Dada over here. Look at Dada. He's doing the triangles. OG Dada. Should we get Dada? One's in the chat if you want Dada back on the show. Dada 5000 over there. There he is. He's getting all in there. He's best ref in the game. So before Jorge Masvidal, like that thing says over there, the original Jorge Masvidal, there was Bruce Leroy. He was out there doing it. Choke him out, baby. Choke him out. Choke him out. Got the back. The triangle around the waist. Just smooth. Dada's like, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Give me that sweet submission. Dada, take a look. Take a look, Dada. Make sure you got all the good angles. Oh, that's tight. That's tight, Dada. What do you see? Dada was crazy. Remember when me and Jess, he came on and he's like telling this deep story. And then me and Jess just bursted out laughing. Anyone in the chat for that? Oh, here we go. Dada to hype himself. Remember the last time and you and Jess couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Some people in the chat probably weren't here for that. But Dada came on and we had him telling these stories. Like the dude almost he legit had a heart attack in Bellator. The infamous Kimbo fight, excuse me. And he was getting all serious. He was like getting all like, oh, I almost died in there and this and that. Me and Jess started laughing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Like we couldn't hold it in.
What up, Mystical Mouse? Catharus is a bona fide journeyman toe. Get real. Steamroller would murder him.
I'm team Steam all day, so I'm with you on that. But you got to give him credit, man. You got to think about this. I didn't know this dude was doing street fights. I had no idea. I'm not crowning this guy saying he's going to be a champion, but I have a lot of respect for him. And thank you, D-Man, for that donation. Appreciate that. Someone say, damn Savage and 2 joints back in here, for God's sakes. What is going on? That's it. It's over. Look at Dada. He's like, yeah, baby. Look at that. A young Bruce Leroy. Did anyone see this before? I never seen it. Look at Dada hype. Looks like a young Michael Jackson over here. Dada's like, yeah, baby. Little do you know, the guy is killing people in the UFC now. Look at that. He's like, Dada 5,000. He's promoting himself. I love that guy. Oh, my God. How do you not love Dada? He's just promoting himself out there. This kid did all the work, and Dada's like, it's all about Dada 5,000. Dada 5,000. Yes. It's all Dada 5,000. Love it. So it's a badass, man. Alex Caceres. Alex Caceres doing his thing. Good for him. Seems like a nice kid. All right, so Caceres gets the win. Amir Albazi looked very good as he gets the finish in the third round. Puts the nail in the coffin on Costa. Big favorite. Very hairy face. Gets the job done. Sarukian. Very dominating performance against Amir Ismagulov. And some were shocked. Some were shocked. Sarukian, I think, made a pretty good statement in the co-main event. He's another solid lightweight. That's a problem. Now, he did lose to Gamrot. I'm assuming eventually him and Gamrot are probably going to run it back. But with that being said, Sarukian is just another guy that you throw in a mix that you say, okay, this could be a little monkey wrench to certain people's runs. Could you imagine what Sarukian would do with Paddy Pimblett? Sarukian is a problem. He is a big problem. Very confident. Was he now 19-3? So we'll be looking for Sarukian, and we spoke about Cannonier and Strickland. I thought Cannonier won, but like I said, I went on and on about the scores. It could have gone either way. It is what it is. Ismagulov wouldn't stop winning. King had him like a weirdo. Yeah, Ismagulov has that Tourette's twitch. The last time we saw him fight, we just could not stop talking about it. And it rolled over into this one. The twitch didn't work. He was flirting with him. All right, so that's that card. Let's see. We spoke about the slap boxing. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to talk about here. Spoke about Costa and Whitaker. Cheyenne Vlismus names fighter she was obsessed with. Okay, let's see. Oh God, I hope it's the guy she banged. It'd be so funny. We know it's not your husband. Or ex-husband, I should say. Who is she? Okay, Vlismus champion who was obsessed with during the martial arts, from Yasmin Uruguay to Pierre Rodriguez, the MMA 115 pound, blah, 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 blah. After securing, but into, let's see. Hasek, so this girl? Oh, okay, it's Ronda. Shock. During the recent interview with Full Send, Vlismus looked ahead to her comeback Saturday in Las Vegas, as well as journey to... Okay. I was obsessed... Oh, wait. Misha Tate. I was obsessed. Misha Tate, my very dear friend now, very close to me now, but I was obsessed with Ronda Rousey at first. Okay. When I watched her versus Misha Tate, I was just like, oh my gosh, I already knew I wanted to fight. But this was just inspiring back then. I was just like, wow, these women are doing so good. I'm not surprised she's friends with Misha Tate because she's a cunt as well. But here we go. There she is, signing posters and stuff. Great. All right. Now, as you can tell, I'm not a fan of her. Let's see. Talk about that. TJ Dillashaw. Oh, yeah, the dude with no legs. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I did see that. I posted it on our community section, and it got removed from Twitter. But I think it's still circulating around. The guy with no legs won. I was laughing so freaking hard because the poor dude trying to fight him, it was, like I said, it was like fighting a crab. Like, he couldn't get down. Like, he didn't know what to do. He can't kick him. Like, how does he punch him? He's so far into the ground. And then the guy with no legs is just like kind of talking smack and saying, come on, let's fight. And the dude's like, how do I fight you? Like, it was just such a weird thing. And he got out grappled by the no leg guy. So maybe another time we'll show that. But anyway, yeah, so Conor McGregor. So TJ We'll end on this. We'll end on this. Thank you guys for hanging around. Unfair advantage at bantamweight fighting the torso of a light heavyweight. Yeah, I mean, you think about it, right? He doesn't have the weight of his legs, so he can just bulk up here. I mean, granted, he's got no legs, so that kind of sucks for him, but still, like, you can't kick the guy, and, like, how do you box this guy? Like, you just have to go to the ground with him. You have to. So it's just like, yeah, it's just a weird... The guy that he was fighting was just... He was screwed. All he's doing is healing. TJ Dillashaw defends. Conor McGregor leaving USADA. So it's confirmed. It's confirmed, guys. That's it. We know what TJ's doing. TJ Dillashaw is healing too. Now, let me say this. Honestly, if you are coming, like, for instance, Yuri Prohaska, like, if you're having some sort of major surgery or whatever, and you need steroids to recover. Like, I've had 3 major surgeries. I didn't like abuse the steroids where I just started lifting weights. I was trying to recover from it. But if you are prescribed steroids to speed up the healing process, and guys say, hey, I'm on these things, let's amp it up and fucking get all ripped and muscular and the whole deal, and get more powerful and stronger, build some muscle, whatever. I mean, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like they're still healing. They're still trying to speed up the recovery. Like, what are you trying to say? Don't take any steroids or anything like that. Don't speed up the recovery. Stay out longer, lose money, or speed it up, get juiced up, and get back in. I mean, I feel as long as you're not on the juice while competing, I don't see the problem. Honestly, I don't. I feel like every fighter that has to get a massive surgery and they have to come back, or any surgery and has to come back, try to get back as quick as possible, cycle up. Who cares? If doctors are prescribing this and it's going to speed up the recovery, who cares? So honestly, like, we can joke around about TJ and Conor and they're cheaters and this and that. We can joke around about that. But anyone that has surgery that's semi-serious has to go on some sort of cycle, some sort of medication that probably will pop under USADA. Take them off the roster. Take them off the rankings. Whatever. Rankings, I should say, not roster. Take them off the rankings. Let them do what they got to do. If they can heal up and get back, throw them back into the pool. And it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm nuts. But I don't think there's a problem with it. Let me know in the chat what you think. We're going to end on this hot topic. Wednesday night, we're having Mike Goldberg on the show, baby. Mike Goldberg. Here we go. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you. Thank you. Dark Matter letting the dragons out in the chat. Let them loose, baby. She Young. Thanks, Moss. Thank you, Kodos. I'm saying kudos. Kodos. Goldie, baby. Yes, Goldie. Roid cycle interference. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I mean, some people are like, no, it's cheating. Don't do it. Fine. If that's how you feel, that's fine. But I don't see what the problem is. You're trying to recover from a surgery, a serious injury. Get rid of USADA. Get rid of rounds. Fight to the finish. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you just came in, but I did a whole breakdown on how I think they should score fights. And maybe I'll clip that and just put that up because I honestly don't understand why they're not doing it. I agree outside of camp during extreme recovery, roids should be okay. Right? I mean, you're recovering. Conor must be rolling his boots, having TJ try to pawn off his roids on McGregor. Fake 2 joints agrees with me. Damn just got here. Yeah, I did a whole breakdown on how I think... I put it on Twitter, at the MMA-Holes on Twitter. It basically... in a nutshell, says what I thought tonight. But yeah, go at the MMA-Holes on Twitter. You can see the whole breakdown of how it should be scored. And honestly, I don't see... There's multiple ways you can go with that where you can eliminate judges. And you literally go by the points, effective strikes, effective grappling. There's going to be points after each round. There's going to be people specifically put in place to just tally up these points. Person with the most effective strikes or effective grappling wins. make one higher than the other, whatever you want to do, whatever the criteria is, the fights are the same. Just do that. And you could either do it by round or you can do it entire fight. Whoever has the overall most points wins. Super simple. Honestly, I don't see how it would not work, but I guess they don't want to fix it. I don't know. All right, guys. Wednesday night, Mike Goldberg. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Make sure you share it. And if you couldn't get in because of technical difficulties, we are having people look at it. So we will get to it. If there are any problems, slide in our DMs on Discord. Okay, Discord link down below. Oh, there's Damn Savage. What did they do? Hold on a second. That is him. So what happened? What happened? At the very end. That's so weird. All right, we need the story now. Before we go, we need to know what the hell the story was. Is 2 joints available? I'm curious if 2 joints can get in. Not the fake one. What? Why at the very end of the stream? So the Google rep's been on it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. There's some weird stuff going on with this channel. It's really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. Like it's so stupid. Like what's going on? People not getting alerts, people not getting the getting the notifications, people getting unsubscribed, people not being able to chat. Like it's like what why? Why are they doing this stuff? Maybe because we're too hot to handle, too cold to hold. All right, so Damn Savage is here. All righty. So weird. All right. Well, if we get any more information, we'll let you guys know. But guys, thanks for stopping by. Check out the sponsors down below. MyBookie, CBDX. I don't know. We got so many sponsors over here. Sheath Underwear, Head Rush. The promo code is MMA-HOLES. And thank you, Julian Lane, for coming on the show. Thank you guys for stopping by on a Monday. If I don't see you the rest of the week, have a Merry Christmas. But we'll be live a couple more times. We'll be live Wednesday with Goldie. We'll be live Friday. We'll fook off this Friday. And then New Year's Eve. Oh, wait. Christmas is when? Hold on. When is Christmas? Christmas is on. All right. So fook off Friday would be Christmas Eve. So maybe we'll do a Christmas Eve stream too. I don't know, phone stream or something. But yeah, so we got a bunch of content coming your way. Be having some fun with you guys. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you, Julian Lane, for coming on the show. And don't be an a-hole. Whoa, whoa! Be an MMA hole.